Hi guys, welcome to Soul's No Evolution. Thank you so much for taking the time to join me. This is going to be your daily divination for whenever it is that you're tuning into the channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm laughing because I've seen that card again already in a previous, in a previous reading. We've got the Nine of Wands as your energy. Energy playing out for the day. We've got the Seven of Swords, which ain't great. And that one wants to come out for your challenge or opportunity. And we've got the Knave of Swords, the Page of Swords again. This was in yesterday's reading. Bottom of the deck, we've got the Queen of Cups. We had the Knight of Cups in this position yesterday. This is weird. All of these readings are kind of linked, even though I'm coming to an understanding of recognition and observation that each of the dailies out of the deck is like, it almost feels like a page in a chapter. So all of the dailies for the 7 days, they make up like the whole message. So if you get one or two that resonate with you, watch the rest, because like I say, you get the bigger picture as all of the days unfold. Anyway, Nine of Wands is your energy. Wounded Warrior. Ooh, excuse me. Spoke about this earlier. It might be sort of wanting to admit defeat within a situation. It's feeling as though you haven't got the drive, you haven't got the push, you haven't got the motivation to keep on going. But it's not realising how close to the finish line that you actually are. This is card number 9. And 9 is the ending of a cycle. This is when the realisations come in. This is when like I say, the epiphanies go off, the aha moments, the understanding that, oh my gosh, this cycle is actually closing out. And then we hit the 10 where things are actually wrapped up and the end is here. So you're so close to the end of something that you've been putting a lot of action, a lot of your heart, a lot of, like I say, your enthusiasm, your dedication towards. So I just want to say, don't give up at this point. It's like giving up just before the miracle happens. It's like quitting just before what just came to my mind, not that I think it's relevant, but it feels like, I don't know, let's say you're in a lottery syndicate at work or something and you've been in it for years and you pay your money and nothing ever happens and nobody wins, and you think, you know what, forget it, I'm pulling out of the syndicate, and then the next week you guys hit the jackpot. So yeah, don't give up before the miracle happens is the advice that I want to give to you if you're in this energy, like I say, where you're feeling like you don't know if you've got it in you to carry on. It's like you're battered, you're bruised, you're tired. You've put all the action and effort that you can into something. Like I say, you're so close to the finish line. Energy that was supporting this, that we were bringing in, is the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups, this is Cancer energy, this is Sagittarius energy. So with this Queen of Cups then, it's like intuitively, because the Queen of Cups is very intuitive, all of the Cups energy is, I feel as though you're keeping a lid on your feelings in relation to something. It's like, that's what I mean, you might be at this end point where you're ready to throw in the towel. You might not be expressing that, you may not be communicating that, you may not be sharing how you feel about a situation. If this is work, your colleagues don't know. If this is a relationship, you've not told your partner. But I feel as though you're keeping a lid on how you feel at the minute. You could be being quite passive. And whether that's through your tiredness, your lack of motivation, your lack of drive, you could be being quite passive, because yeah, even the Queen of Cups' back is turned to this. It's like she almost doesn't want to admit that this is how she truly feels about something. So that's the Queen of Cups. Now, energy playing out for the day, we've got the Seven of Swords, which is a very tricky energy. A very tricky energy. We've had such heavy swords focused readings, and I'm actually going to pull another a clarifier on this, because the Seven of Swords can very much mean deception, lies, trickery, someone trying to get away with something. It can also mean strategy, keeping your cards close to your chest. And because I said that the Queen of Cups was very emotionally withholding in some circumstances, it might be that you're the one that is sort of, like I said, not communicating how you feel. It could be something as simple as that. So I want to clarify. Show me the Seven of Swords in this reading today, please, Spirit. Why is the Seven of Swords here? No, that's half the damn deck. Oh my God. These two won't go back in. I'm going to take those. Oh my God, the cards are really not cooperating today. Three of Wands in the world, yeah. I don't think that this Seven of Swords is as nefarious as it can be. I don't think it is in today's instance. Like I said, it can be a very tricky, very deceptive, very like a thief, you know, just a nasty person kind of card. I'm not seeing that today. I think this has got more to do with your Queen of Cups energy. We've got the Three of Wands and we've got the World. Now the World is major arcana. And this will be the only major arcana that we have in the reading so far. So this carries a lot of weight. Now, the major arcana is, like I say, it's energy that the universe is kind of orchestrating to have big shifts and changes in our life. And we've got the Three of Wands, which to me is that patiently waiting for something. So that's what I mean about you're nearing the end of something. You may not see the finish line. You may want to quit. But you're not letting that fact be known to whoever is surrounding you or whoever is involved. Now the Seven of Swords, like I said, could be you keeping that information to yourself because you're waiting for something. You're waiting to manifest something. You're waiting to see the manifestation, the growth of a situation, something changing, and it's here. The World is about completion. As I said, you're nearly at the end of this. The World speaks about freedom, so it could be you're waiting for your freedom. You're waiting to wrap up a cycle before you express yourself or share your feelings with somebody or about something. I don't know. But this is about the end of a cycle, waiting for that to happen. Like I say, you've put energy, you've put action, you've put a hell of a lot. This is all one's energy, these two cards. You've put a lot of energy, you've put a lot of action behind something, and you're now waiting to see the results. And when the results come in, it's going to allow you to wrap up a cycle. This is lessons learned, freedom, closing something out. So I feel as though you're not communicating an ending that is approaching. It's like you're keeping your cards close to your chest. You may be strategizing, so you're not sharing your feelings about something. And then we've got the Page of Swords, yeah, which was in yesterday's reading, as your challenge or opportunity. And like I said, this Page of Swords, I get like that, collecting information, asking questions. It's like that investigator energy that we had in yesterday's reading. So it may be that you're just observing a situation. Like I say, not expressing yourself, not sharing your feelings. You're patiently waiting for something. You're collecting information. You're going to speak your truth. Or maybe speaking your truth is the challenge. Being honest with those that this situation involves. I don't know. Put yourself on either side of the coin, whether this is a challenge or an opportunity for you. But as an opportunity, like I said, this is you being determined. It's having a new perspective. It's you seeing the light. It's you using your voice to communicate something. Like I say, after collecting your information, after doing your research, after observing a situation, it would be then you speaking your truth in relation to that. So that could be a challenge, it could be an opportunity. I don't know, take it as it resonates, guys. But there's definitely a cycle that's closing out with this 9 in the World card here. And I feel as though you're keeping that to your close to your chest, or you're keeping your communication about this to a minimum. You're definitely not sharing your feelings, and that could be a challenge, that could be the right thing for you to do. I don't know how it's going to resonate in your life. Right, we've got Bust Out of Your Cocoon, Embrace Your Power. They're kind of similar cards. So like I said, where you've been very withholding or holding things back, maybe this is a challenge for you to speak your truth. Maybe this is a challenge for you to ask difficult questions of those people in your external world, or even asking difficult questions of yourself. But you're being encouraged to embrace your power here. To embrace your power. to stand in your power. Whether this, like I said, is against a deceptive energy, thievery, trickery, lies, deception, or if you're holding your cards close to your chest and patiently waiting for something to waiting for something to wrap up. Let's get one more, because I'm seeing it so clearly in both ways. That's the thing when you read energy. You just know what's going on. You can't quite fit the people where they need to be, especially for a general reading. Raise your vibration and choose your friends wisely. So yeah, I'm getting more of this. You're not sharing exactly what's going on with you at the moment. It could be because, like I say, there's a lack of trust. There may have been deception. There may have been trickery. You may not have spoken up about this. So your challenge is to speak up about what it is that you know. Your challenge may be to speak up about what other people think they've gotten away with. But it also feels like you're waiting for a cycle to close out. It almost feels like you're waiting to remove yourself from a situation, to bust out of your cocoon, whether it's to have this conversation, to confront whatever the Seven of Swords energy is, because you'll then be stood in your power as you do it. But there's a need for you to raise your vibration. We'll be speaking about that all week. Raise your vibration, get out of the feeling of helplessness, sadness, fear, and you climb up the vibration. Or if you think of your emotions as a barometer that reflect back to you how high your vibration is. The lowest vibration that we can have is hopelessness. And then we move to a slightly better feeling than hopelessness, and a slightly better feeling than that. And then I think we get somewhere to like anger. And whilst anger may be perceived as a negative emotion, it feels fucking better than being hopeless. So never judge your feelings, never judge your emotions. And like I said, the Queen of Cups is holding on to her emotions. She's not expressing them. As long as you're feeling better than you did before, it's a process. We climb each of those rungs of the emotional ladder. And then when we hit contentment, which is kind of near the top, that's like a neutral feeling. Contentment is you're not like ecstatic, but you're not in the depths of depression. You're content. You know, you're pleased with your life when you look out at it. And it's when you hit that point of contentment that I believe that your vibration is raised enough for you to then start pulling in some really good shit. Because you don't have the resistance of the lower emotions. It's really easy to go from contentment to happiness to joy to extreme joy. So it's just climbing out of those lower negative energies. And because the Queen of Cups feels deeply, not all of the feelings she feels are positive or high vibrational. I think it's an illusion when we see the Queen of Cups. It's like, oh, someone loves you. It could very well mean someone fucking hates you too. They're just feeling very intensely whatever it is that they're feeling. So these feelings, like I say, that you may be concealing or hiding, maybe in relation to a deception, maybe, and you need to speak up about that. Because that's what's going to allow you to bust out of your cocoon, stand in your power to raise your vibration. And it may have something to do with a friend, a social group, or something. Right, I'm going to leave that there. I think we got there in the end. Right, let's grab one of these. Any final messages for the collective? There we go. Oh God, we had this the other day. I'm going to switch the decks. I'm sick of reading the same cards. Inhale confidence and exhale doubt. So yeah, whether this is the confidence to express yourself, the confidence to wrap a cycle up, the confidence to keep on going, to persevere, to not give up just as you're approaching the finish line. It's all about having the confidence to close this cycle out. Right guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Have a fantastic day and I'll see you soon. Bye.